What up, everybody? It's your boy Lonzo Starr from Konkret Comics, the CEO and founder of Konkret Comics, the writer creator of the legendary Acolyte. And I'm here today with a special guest, my man Calvin Chambers. What's going on with you, bro?
What's going on, everybody? My name is Calvin Chambers, founder of Icarus Metro Comics. We write and create fantasy stories for all genres, and all ages. We want to get out there with creating new projects and new stories just so y'all can enjoy it, love it, and spread the word.
So that's fire, man. It's been a long time coming, man. I've been seeing you on the indie scene for a while, man, and we barely got a chance to really talk like that. But I've always tried to support and share your projects and stuff like that. But it's dope that we finally really get to talk, man, and I get to see what's going on with this new project you got going on. But before we do that, we're going to get into who you are and how you got into comics. So let me just put my ticker up there real quick. I forgot to add the ticker. And then let's get into the first question, man. Okay. So who are you and how did you get into writing comics?
All right, so my name is Calvin Chambers, founder, creator of Icarus Metro Comics. I don't have a background in writing, outside of, working on comics, working on short stories, within the educational scene, background in tech. But, I started doing writing at a young age. I originally started with writing poetry, writing music, writing short stories for school, and I always had a knack for it, always loved it. That was like my favorite time. Like whenever, it came time for like the SATs or the standardized tests, when they gave us the writing prompts of story, I was like, man, I wish I had more time, because
right.
I like to dwell on it a little bit more. And then I was gracious to have a couple of different teachers who, helped push my creative side. But I didn't know that, this type of thing existed for independent comics, or for us to have the ability to create our own works, from manga. Grew up on manga, grew up on anime, and that was always based out of Japan. That was always based out, to get the manhwas, you got the, the Chinese manga, and all these different stories that didn't come from the United States. We, in the United States, we had comic books.
Yeah.
And I thought that, okay, in order to write a comic book, you got to work for DC, got to work for Marvel. You got to, be the celebrity writer or be the celebrity artist to do these types of works. Until I went to my first Comic-Con, and it was Garden State Comic Fest. Shout out to them. Definitely along the way. I saw people creating their own artworks. Saw people from the Kubert School. I saw, people, creating their own short stories, their own graphic novels full of art. And I was like, wow. I was like, wait a minute. So I can do this myself. I can create stories. And, it did take a while. I definitely did a whole comics journey because I knew about comic characters from watching Static, Batman, Justice League, X-Men, Spider-Man, Marvel movies, but I wasn't really into like the core comic stories that was the source material for these types of content. So I started doing my deep dive, started looking into what characters I like, what characters I don't like. Amongst, you got Batman, Nightwing. I'm a big Blue Beetle fan. I know the movie's coming out.
Okay, the movie coming out, man. What you think about it?
I'm excited. I like this character in Young Justice. I'm ready to see what he brings to the table. I know, the whole continuity for the DC is in shambles right now. But let's see if this movie does it justice. Big Ant-Man fan.
Yeah. So I got a question then. When you like, first got the idea to get into this realm, get into this business, what was like the initial like fire that was like, I have to do this? Because it takes a lot to, one to do this, just make a book and then be like, yeah, I made a comic book and it's one and done. That's that's something like anybody can do that. But when you be like, I want to make this my lifestyle, what was it that pushed you to want to do that?
So originally I started, I created a company with another person I was cool with at the time. And we created a comic book company and released a book, sold out at the book signing, hosted it ourselves. Friends and family came out, people who saw us on Twitter, they came out, and it was great, but that wasn't the spark, that was like the initial, like, okay, this can get done, but the spark was I started working on my own manga series on webtoons, right? And I actually been promoting this a lot, but I haven't gotten a chance to finish it yet. It's called Juice Paranormal Adventures. So with this series, I kind of did I started the series, but it was hard for me to find a consistent artist to work on the series and put it out on a good schedule, because I had gotten within the 9 chapters that I put out, I got about 14K views, like 1,000 subscribers, good views, and everything like that. And this is, unfortunately, this was before Patreon got integrated with Webtoons and before they started paying creators and stuff. But that was my spark that, oh yeah, this can get done. You know what I mean? But I gotta create stories that I want to create. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not going to just create stories just to create stories. And you do stuff like that, then you're not going to fall in love with it, and the quality's going to be lackluster.
No, I dig that.
So
when you first got in the business, were there any companies out there that you were looking at that kind of like inspired you to formula? Because some people, when they come out to create, they have the intention of, I want to create and publish this through Dark Horse, or through this, what made you say, I want to do this myself?
That's a very good question. Personally, like I started off a little different than most indie creators. I started off doing manga, right? I started off doing creating an actual manga series, and I didn't see anybody, doing manga series at first. I don't even think a lot of the creators that I remember from way back when had even or people on the landscape now had even started back then. Me, I was shaping myself to almost be like an Image Comics. I was looking up to them a lot because I liked how they, had different creators working on different projects. Everything wasn't one-to-one, like they weren't all in the same universe, but it was cool how, you can kind of find just a little bit of everything, and you didn't have to read book A, B, and C to understand X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh yeah, no, I totally agree, man. And with that answer, that kind of leads me directly into our second question, man. What inspired Icarus Metro Comics? How'd you come up with the name? And what do you want the staple of this company to be, to be known for?
I'm gonna be honest. Name was a spur of the moment choice. It was a spur of the moment choice, man. I wish I put a little more thought into it.
My man said he just threw something out there and said, "That's it."
I was like, I need to, need a brand name. Let me figure this out. Okay, I only got Icarus Metro out. Let's do that. But I wanted to create. I wanted to have Icarus within the name, right? But then I knew that, but I wanted something to be different. I wanted to stand out. I didn't want my name to remind anybody of anything else. Being that Icarus Metro was our flagship title, it only made sense at the time because we had that, and I didn't really understand where I wanted the shape of the future of the company to go to. I wanted Icarus, like the name Icarus within it. And Icarus is, you story of Icarus, man flew too close to the sun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so with me, it's always about like, okay, trying to always do your best, put your best foot forward. Even if you get too close to failure, at least you try.
Yeah.
Icarus Metro, and I think Icarus was the name of a character in Marvel or something.
Oh, yeah. He's in the Eternals. He's like Superman almost.
Yeah. So it was Icarus with the Eternals, and I think there was another Icarus though. I'm not sure whether or not it was DC or Image, but there was another Icarus, like a character name. And I guess he had got like a spin-off book or something. And I was like, okay, like when I Googled that, then when I Googled Icarus Comics, then that character popped up.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make it so that when they Google Icarus Metro Comics, I pop up.
Right.
So that's where the name came from. Icarus Metro is the flagship, but there's definitely going to be a lot of other series. So when I want to also spread awareness that I want people to think of Icarus Metro Comics as a collective of various different comics within the same universe.
That's fire, bro. That's definitely dope. I like the name. I never knew what it meant, but I liked the name because it was different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know any comic book companies called Icarus Metro, Icarus Comics at all. So just seeing that definitely stood out to me. I think you got a good design, a good brand as well, man. I can see a lot of people remembering that name for sure.
And it's interesting because the more I thought about it at the time, I live in the tri-state metro area.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a reflection of like the three cities. It's kind of like a reflection of like Newark, Connecticut, New York City. So, it's like a collection of like, these three places that, I lived in Stanford for some time. I've lived in, I live in New Jersey now. I work in New York City. So it's just like, collectively three. So
I've always been curious that, right? What is the true tri-state? Because we in Philly, we're part of the tri-state, which I don't know. Yeah.
Huh?
Now, what is that?
Tri-state.
That's yeah. And I think we included. I think New York's in there. I think it's New York, Philly, in it might be Jersey. It might be somewhere in Jersey. But
so
I think
so. It's supposed to be New York, Connecticut, and New Jersey.
That's what it's supposed to be.
That's what it's supposed to be.
We everything we do is tri-state area. Hold on 1 second, bro. I gotta grab my charger.
No problem.
I swore my phone was charged up. I ain't do nothing with it. But yeah, no, I swear, bro. You know what? I wouldn't mind Googling that up real quick, man. What is the tri-state area, bro? Because we're known as tri-state.
Because you guys are really close to Delaware. Like, that's right next door, too. So
yeah, but we're also close to Camden as well. So we're tri-state as well. You know what I mean? Because we're right next to Wilmington. We're right next to Wilmington, Philadelphia, and Camden or Trenton or whichever one you want to do. You know what I mean? So I think we're a little closer than because Jersey and Connecticut's not that far, right?
About 2 hours, yeah. You
So
guys might.
Yeah, I think we're the true tri-state, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's possible. It's possible.
Because we're all like, it's like a half an hour away from each other. Like I can get from Philly, you can get to Wilmington like 20 minutes. And then from Philly, you can get to Trenton about 25, 30 minutes.
They should probably change that because, I mean, when you look at it, Pennsylvania is like right next to New Jersey. So it's kind of like a little circle right there,
Yeah, could be. Yeah, and all those states touch. Jersey, PA, and Delaware, they all touch.
Yeah.
So they're all, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I've always wondered because I've heard the New York folks talk about the tri-state. I heard Northern Jersey, and I'm like, how y'all not including us in that? You know what I'm saying? but no, man. I think that's a fire, man. I love the name. I love the Metro aspect to it too, because that does give you like a visual of where it's at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, and so with that being said, man, I want to talk about what you're really here for, man. And we here to talk about this Kickstarter, bro. This is why we here, man. So let me ask you some things, man. What is Omni Hunter?
So Omni Hunter is a monster hunting story about a basketball player who contracts a deadly ancient illness, and with this, he has to kill demons in order to take their life energy so that he could live. So basically, it's a little mixture of basketball, a little mixture of action shonen, and also a little mixture of monster. So I kind of wanted to incorporate a little bit of each within this story. A lot of the big references, but a lot of the big influences on the story comes from like Rurouni Kenshin, comes from Kuroko Basketball. I was telling somebody this other day, I was like, you know, I think when I was idealizing this, I was watching Demon Slayer and some type of basketball shonen.
Okay.
Because, you know, in the back of my head, I was like, all right, you know, I do want to incorporate some type of sports within this universe. I want to flesh out the world a little bit. I want somebody on a little bit more of a street level. I want to have a black male as the main character. You know, I want to incorporate other characters that give the story a more of a homey feeling.
Yeah.
And I also want to showcase some dope art, you know.
That's fire.
You know, we have, if you scroll up a little bit, you know, just to go in a little bit on the characters, we have the main character right here, Jacob Bills.
And Jacob.
You know, 3-time MVP. You know, he kind of, like, the inspiration for him comes a little bit from Iron Man.
Okay.
You know, filthy rich, you know, has a lot of money, you know, baller, you know, LeBron James architect, but he's just not humble. He got everything going for him, but, you know, he just thinks he's invincible until he gets this illness. So now he's just like, all right, now I got to readjust.
Most dudes with money are definitely like that, for sure. Yeah. Now, what's the ideal behind his like, is there a significance to his name or anything, or?
So I wanted to create a name. There's no significance to the actual name, like, you know, Jacob Bills together. I kind of wanted to make a name that stand out a little bit, that people be like, oh, okay, it's Jacob Bills, right? So then when he makes a shot, they be like, that's that money shot, you know, or he makes a shot, you know, the announcer be like Bills, you know, like just a little play on, you know, the name for future uses.
So for all you creators that are watching, man, that right there is branding. You know, when you pick a name and you foresee, you know, what can come from having a name like that. You know, his jump shot, his nickname, everything can come from Jacob Bills. So I think that right there is a key note for everybody that's, you know, trying to understand character development and world building, man. Definitely everything you do is super important to the story.
Yeah, we want to make sure that you know, we want to make sure that everything is memorable. You know, everything is the characters stand out. You know,
that's fire, man. Born in Oakland, California, drafted straight to the league from high school. He's born in Los Angeles. You know, he's been with the Los Angeles Scarlet Wildcats since the start of his career and has won 3 different championships with his team. He out there balling, man.
Yeah.
Who we got next?
We got Kansas.
All right.
Also, I want to make a little bit of a heartthrob woman, you know, somebody.
I was about to say, she a little thick, man. I was about to say that. You know,
you know, got had to do it, had to do it. I wanted to make, I wanted to make somebody that people, thirsty over, and her and Bills has, they do have a little bit of romantic chemistry, but it's not something that they act on. It's like they both use each other. She uses him for the thrill of chasing down Ani, and he uses her on help on identifying who's an Ani and who's not. Being a psychic, she's able to, kind of use some ESP skills to predict things using different tarot cards and such, and also psychic abilities. So, her skills aren't really shown as much within the first book, but they're going to be developed and shown over time. I kind of want to just didn't overwhelm the reader. And she's also a professional dancer.
What do you mean, professional dancer? Are we talking? Are we talking? Dance?
Yeah.
On that pole, man. What we doing?
We're talking pole. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay. Yeah. Hey, it's still a profession. You know what I'm saying? it's still a legit job.
She got a respectable career,
All right, there we go. Who we got next, man? We got my man Desmond.
Yeah, we have Desmond. He's Jacob Bill's best friend. Great person, party guy. But the thing is, he doesn't have the money like Jacob Bill's. Even though he's on Jacob Bill's payroll, he doesn't have the luxury to be spending everything. Trying to keep up with the lifestyle his life is engulfed in at the moment.
Now, quick question, man: are any of these characters inspired by any real life people?
Yes. Jacob Bill's was actually created in the image of my younger self. So I use like a picture. I was thank God, man. I used a picture of myself from high school, and they created Jacob Bill's off of that, the character designer, and Desmond. Everybody else no, but just Bill's, yes.
So you're saying she's not a real person?
No, she's not a real person. Yeah.
I was hoping a little bit. I was hoping there was some real life reference there. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I mean, hey, if we decide to, do like a little skit series, I'm definitely gonna try to cast somebody.
That'd be fire, bro. That'd definitely be fire. Who we got here?
We got Daiko the Tea Master. So, he is a former Ani hunter or an Ani hunter. We don't exactly know yet within the story, but he's actually teaching Jacob Bills how to fight and defend himself.
No, bro, this sounds fire, bro. Let's tap into some of this artwork.
Okay.
Who is the main cover artist here?
That was Manga. I found Manga on Instagram. So that he was actually like the first art piece I actually got from the series outside of the character design. So it was phenomenal getting this piece here because exactly how I wanted it. He was able to deliver. So definitely check his work out. This is inspired by a shot from Michael Jordan.
Okay, that's fire. Yeah, I can see by the knees bent. That's definitely Jordan for sure. That's definitely early 90s Jordan too.
Yes. Yeah.
Definitely early 90s. Now this is fire, man. Yeah, so this story takes place in California, right?
Yeah, it takes place in California. Same world as Icarus Metro. And there's like a city reference, but outside of that, I didn't really want to combine the two just yet. Kind of as two different entities at the moment until there's a need. Because you don't want to jump too early into crossovers. Especially when you're establishing a series. You want to see what's a fan favorite, what's not a fan favorite first.
Will this book read like a traditional manga, or is it going to be?
No.
Standard American?
Standard American, yeah.
Okay. For me, for a person like me, that helps me out a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
bro. I tried traditional, man. It's very hard for me to remain focused.
so I grew up on that, and it's I like traditional, but I feel like it is very confusing for someone who doesn't read manga and just watches anime. I kind of wanted to just bring about like a new style almost, and hopefully a lot of other creators can adapt this instead of trying to go the traditional route, just so that we can say that okay,
No, yeah, yeah.
we understand and we respect the Japanese style for manga, but in America, when we create, we do it this way.
Right. So off the rip, man, I'll say these panels look amazing, bro. I love the artwork. I love the detail. I love everything that I'm going. This is definitely concrete approved quality right here. You know what I'm saying? I love the lettering. It's like the way you lettered this is like a blend of manga and American style comics. Because
Yes.
you usually the lettering is a little wonky in manga. This looks more like this first panel here, well, this bubble here definitely has the manga feel, but then these ones look more traditional comic style. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So I like that blend. It's very easy to grasp, very easy. Um, no, I love the panel work, bro. I see her out here throwing it on. Now. Hold on now.
Yeah.
Hold on now, sweetie. You know what I mean? No, this is dope, bro. This is super duper fire, man. This is super fire. So we got Calvin Chambers on the created by original written by Chris Warren, uh, MVP written. Oh, hey, I see you got your name out here, man.
Yeah, so I definitely tapped into some other creators to co-write and work on this series too. So we got 3 stories within one, and character art by Osar Animation. They've actually just renamed to Debuhi Y Vest. They do animation too, so you should definitely check them out. They did my Icarus Metro animation for my first original Kickstarter.
That's fire.
And yeah, where the lines and the lettering was done by Mark Jones Javier, cover A by Lewis Ho, which is the Power Soul cover, and then the Power Dunk cover is done by Manga.
Yeah, I definitely want to highlight you about Mr. Javier here, man, because I got I'm working on a manga, and I really don't know the feel too much, but I really like your details and the story that I'm trying to tell. I could see this for sure in this style because I really enjoy this quality right here, and they understand American style basketball for real.
Yeah.
With the people, the bright lights, everything.
Yeah, he really did his thing on it. I shared direction, but he really did his thing on it.
Right. Now let's get into some of these rewards, man.
All right, let's talk about rewards. All right, so what you can get with this is mainly physical and digital products. I don't have listed the actual prices outside of the reward side, but I'm showing here what you can get. So you can get the Power Soul cover, you can get the Power Dunk cover, you can get Icarus 1, and you can get Icarus 2.
That's fire. So you can technically get four books in this whole set.
You can get 4 books.
That's fire.
And you get more as you go on. You can also add on Icarus 1 and 2 if you want to get the physical. But as you go on, you should be able to get everything, including all the digitals. So
that shirt,
we have Stonewash tee.
That shirt's fire, bro. Oh, hold on, I think we got it. Oh, okay. I thought you dropped or something. I would have said, hold on.
The Stonewash tee, you can get that. We actually showcased this at DreamCon. And then we have below, we have the shorts.
Oh, you got the shorts still?
So we got the Honey Hunter shorts in purple, black, and yellow.
Oh.
And the shirt, we're gonna have a shirt in green, gray, and black. So, you know, whatever you want, you know what I mean? And they got zipper pockets, everything, you know.
With the pockets, you got the Honey Hunter Scully.
To that, you can get the beanie, the Scully, the beanie, you know, make sure, you know, that's complete.
Let's see this. Oh,
yeah, every backer gets this print, you know, so you get the Fear of the Ani print for every backing, you know, making sure that everybody, you know, just got a little bit more within there within the price, you know. I've heard certain things from certain people, you know, just not about my project, but about projects as a whole, especially on Kickstarter, that you know, a lot of people are looking for a little bit more bang for their buck, you know, for pledges.
Oh, so, yeah, for sure. Sure, man. Trying to bless the people, man, because you know, Kickstarters are priced a little bit higher than usual, but it's for the experience, it's for the exclusivity. So you know what I'm saying. And then so you got some stretch goals too.
Yeah, and then immortalize yourself as an Ani, so you can actually pick yourself as an Ani within the next book, within the last tier. And yeah, it's our first stretch goal. So getting a Jacob Bills trading card.
That's fire, bro.
You know, so I wanted to make sure that that's there. And then we got 2 more additional stretch goals if unlocked. You know,
that's fire, man. Now, for me, I'm a real big trading card fan. I think when I was younger, I collected trading cards more than I collected comics, man. So like a lot of my knowledge in comics comes from trading cards. I would just read the back of them Jones, like I would know them, you know, top of my head. You know, random villains, random people, man. Like I think for me, I'm just I love like the encyclopedias and stuff.
What was your favorite one?
So as far as what you mean,
trading card? Most memorable one.
My most memorable one. I got a lot. Are we talking comic books wise? Or are we talking Pokemon?
You said trading cards, right? You talking about like baseball cards, or you talking about?
Oh, bases. If we talk about sports cards too, my favorite is my Barry Sanders. I got a Barry Sanders hollow joint. You know what I'm saying, shiny John, and I think I got a Joe Montana too. Joe Montana. And I was surprised, man. A few of them might be worth a little bread right now. I gotta check that out. You know what I'm saying? I check that out. As far as on the Marvel side, to be honest, I don't really have no DC trading cards. I just thought about that. Every card I have is Marvel. Damn. I don't even remember DC having trading cards, bro, to be honest with you. But Marvel, I got a lot of X-Men Jones. A lot. Gambit's one of my favorite characters ever. So Gambit and Silver Surfer Jones are like amongst my favorite cards. You know what I'm saying? And if we're talking Pokemon, I got a Raichu, I got a Chansey, I got a couple joints. I got a Bulbasaur, Venusaur. What else I got? I got a couple Jones, man.
Yeah, no. I grew up collecting Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. So like the first edition Dark Magician, the first edition Blue Eyes White Dragon. For Pokemon, I got like the first edition. Well, not the first edition, but I remember like it was like the promo cards for like the movie in 2000. Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno. Got like the original Mewtwo.
Okay, yeah. So I still got my I don't know if you saw the movie that dropped in like that was like 99, I think, and they gave like
the Mew card. You got the Mew card.
Still got it.
That was my first movie I've ever seen in the movie theater.
Really?
First movie I've ever seen in the movie theater. Yeah.
That's wild, bro. That's what, yeah, bro. I still got that card, man, and pristine, you know, placement, man, for sure. No, but that's fire, bro. This Kickstarter looks definitely banging, man. I'm gonna be backing for sure. I do have one last question for you in regards to this.
Okay.
So, who is this comic for, and what is the audience?
All right, so the comic is for young adults who like action, who like adventures, who like isekais. Like I said before, one of the role models for this comic is, one of the influences is Rurouni Kenshin. I like the idea of showcasing one hero and then bringing along within each book new members of his team. So yeah, if you're in for an adventure, it is a little gory. There is some blood. So
it's gory?
Yeah, there's some gore in it. So of course, I know some parents wouldn't want that for their children.
Yeah.
In all cases, I know in my case, I was watching Dragon Ball Z. Raditz getting blowing up with a special beam cannon at like 4 years old. So it didn't really affect me. But if you like an adventure, if you like a good story, if you like a clean story with no cursing, then it's a story for you. You can get yourself a copy.
Already printed and everything, y'all. Already printed, already done. And bro, kids these days are watching The Boys. They watching Walking Dead. Yeah. Kids out here, man. Kids out here.
I mean, there ain't nothing more cruder than The Boys.
Kids out here. I know a lot of kids that be watching Walking Dead like it's regular, Family Matters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But no, that's dope, man. So we gonna wrap with this right here. Well, you know what? Before we wrap with the final question, let me run this quick ad real quick, and then we'll wrap up with the last question, man. Our last outro, and then that'll be a Concrete Approved show. So 1 second, let's just play this ad real quick. We'll be right back.
You can try to deny the inevitable.
Remember why you are here, Dimitri.
But in the end,
who are you?
Destiny always wins. Pain is only temporary. Let go of the doubt.
The Kakura shall be mine.
Let go of the fear. Embrace the inevitable. Become the legend.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Let's see what you can do. Acolyte. Available now at concretecomics.com.
Yes. We back, man. So we're gonna wrap this thing up, man. Oh, snap. Oh, I'm getting a call. My bad. Hold on. I don't know how to mute that. How dare they? All right. Let me let's get to this, Joe, man. So this right here is the last question for you, bro. Any last words for the people, the viewers, the people watching that may want to get some education on how to be an entrepreneur, how to be a comic book writer, how to get into the business, how to do a Kickstarter, anything, any gem you want to drop for them right now?
Any gem. I would definitely say if you want to do something, always do it. You never want to live life with any type of regret. If you got a story you want to tell, write the story. You never know how it may be perceived. It may be the bestseller. It may not be a bestseller, but at least you tried. I do want to say that, making comics is not easy. You see people doing it left and right, and you see creators like us pushing this work out, but it's not easy, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't try it if it's something that you want to release or put out. Always do what makes you happy, and always strive to be the best version of yourself. If you'd like to check out Ani Hunter, I'd greatly appreciate that. If you want to If you know somebody that may be interested in Ani Hunter, definitely share it to them, and let them know what we're about. You know, we're happy to bring on new people to love and enjoy this universe and a set of stories. You know, we're going to keep on working. We're going to keep on striving and putting out new works. And we want to make sure that, you know, we're making an impact, you know, each message at a time.
That's fire, bro. That's definitely one of the ones, man. Well, listen, bro, I really appreciate you coming through Concrete Approved. We definitely want to give you your flowers, give you your love and appreciation, man, for what you're adding into the culture. Your Kickstarter looks amazing. The book looks amazing. I want to see this thing, you know, blow up, man. I want to see this thing at 10K by like tomorrow night.
All right,
and, I think that's the one, man, for sure. But with that being said, bro, we're gonna wrap this up, man. This gonna be out sometime next week, I believe, and we just gonna keep pushing, man. So once again, Mr. Calvin, thank you for being here, bro.
I appreciate you, Lonzo. You know, it's
yes,
been a
sir.
pleasure.
This has been Concrete Approved. We out of here.